Welcome to another Easy as Accounting software video presentation. I just want to briefly show you the reports. If I click on reports, most of it's self-explanatory. What I just want to show you is what does happen when I click a report. If I click the sales tax summary report, this will pop up and it says you can click this to see a report for the complete year. You might want to see it for the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. I know Australia, we use quarters. I know a lot of other countries don't. It doesn't mean anything to them. The complete year might, but they use dates. They enter periods. So you can just enter your period from to here and click OK, and it'll give you a snapshot of that period of sales tax anyway. So I'm just going to click complete year. I click this and this pops up. It's as simple as that. It's come up and told us all the amounts we need to see. Comes down here and it says we've got total purchases, so total sales tax, and there's the total amount. This here naturally is going to equal this. That should equal that because that is this combined of these two amounts. We notice here it does say there's an amount here of a GST free. That GST free was figures from the expense that didn't have GST included on it, because what we've done was when we've entered this here, if we go down the list, we'll see there should be some amounts here with zeros. See the zeros? We actually had entered the figures in here when I was setting up doing this dummy transactions and doing stuff that we didn't include GST on this. So any entry in here without a figure next to it in the sales tax column will show up in the report as GST free. That's pretty obvious. If you go down the list, it's all self-explanatory anyway. I really just wanted to show you how to get into the report. I don't need to show you this report. All the information's here. You use this to go onto your government forms. Now, we've been told this is the simplest way of showing this report. It's the most universal worldwide method for us to do it. This is exactly the information you need to transpose to your sales tax reports, and it's more than the information you need. And because we individually state exactly what each line is, you know what it is straight away. And we even do an equation down here. We even tell you that the GST collected minus the GST paid gives you this. If you're allowed to do this with your calculations, then it even tells you the figure. So when you fill out your report, it should pretty much match this anyway. That's all I wanted to show you. Expenses is the same. You can get a total of all your expenses. It gives you totaled lots. Click print. You can send it to a printer. These reports here are mainly for end of year as well. This section here. So end of the year, if you're going to take your reports to your accountant, if you jump into here and you pretty much print this report, this report, this report, this capital expenses, if you've got any capital expenses, and your sales tax report for the whole year, it can pretty much do everything for you from here. You don't really need individualized things, because what's he going to need? He's going to need your expenses, which is going to need these two categories. He's going to need a profit and loss, it shows all your income. Pretty much you can do your whole tax off them. Okay, he doesn't need much else. It does, you can just jump back in there and grab a different report. But over here we've got some other reports. You can't see these on the screen. This will send to the printer. But if I print a combined report of all these four, let's see what that does. Send it to a PDF. It's popped up here. It's given us our profit and losses with and without the categories. It's given us our capital resources. We're going to get into that in another video. Here it's given us our individualized expenses, our incomes. So it's individually chucked everything on the screen for you anyway. Any outstanding invoices which have currently got money outstanding on them, and the totals of money outstanding on accounts payable and accounts receivable. So again, if you print any reports on this screen, you pretty much print these reports. It's pretty much all he's going to want. They don't really need anything else. They may, of course, they may need something specific that you need to go and check. If you have to print everything, well then you're going to have to print everything anyway. If you have to jump in here and print out all these individual amounts, then you're going to have to do it anyway. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, because that's what he wants. I personally have never needed any more than this with my accountant. Never need any more than anything on this screen. I don't take him individual things. It's a waste of time. He doesn't need it. He just needs to see totals, and he does it off the totals. the capital expenses, naturally, it's just another quick way of jumping into the capital expenses. Even click the report. I think if you looked at the income, the expenses videos, you would have known that this is capital expenses is mainly used for areas to do with items that might be pre-depreciable items and these type of stuff, right? You do want to print that out so you can show your account. Oh, look, I purchased this item was 3,000, this item was 5,000, and he'll look at that and work out how to depreciate that. So he's going to want that. That's probably one of the only main individual forms you do want to give your accountant. You do have target categories report here. I'm going to come back to that later in another video.